Why do most men stay broke? It's not about luck. It's not the economy. It's about the habits they follow that guarantee they stay average. The hardest truth is, most of them never even realize they're trapped in a cycle they created themselves. Think about it. So many men say they want to be successful, they want wealth, they want freedom. But what do their actions really show? Comfort, entertainment, distraction. Hours just vanish into endless scrolling, binge-watching shows, and chasing temporary pleasures that lead nowhere. Comfort feels safe. It feels harmless. Until you wake up one day and realize it has silently strangled every last bit of your ambition. And let's talk about spending. Most men spend money trying to look successful, not actually become successful. The car they can't really afford. The designer clothes they bought for validation from people they don't even like. The luxury items they flash for a few seconds of attention. They're buying symbols of wealth instead of building actual assets. Here's a secret. Real wealth is built silently, in the background. Fake wealth is performed loudly for everyone to see. This all comes down to one thing: short-term thinking. This is the mindset that keeps people poor. Most men are only thinking about their next paycheck, the next weekend party, the next shiny thing they can buy. Their entire financial world revolves around the next 30 days. But wealthy people, they operate on a completely different timeline. They're thinking about the next decade, the next investment, the next system they can build. Money, like knowledge, compounds over time. But it only works if you have the patience to let it grow. One of the biggest, most powerful chains holding men back is the fear of failure. They won't start that business. They won't learn that difficult new skill. They won't take a calculated risk. Why? Because they are more terrified of being judged by others than they are of living with regret. They'd rather be safely mediocre than risk looking foolish on the path to success. But let me tell you, every single successful person you admire looked like a fool at some point before they ever looked like a master. This leads to the employee trap. Employees trade their time for money. It's a direct, linear exchange. Owners, on the other hand, build systems that make money even when they're not actively working. Most men never make that crucial shift from working for money to owning assets that work for them. Without ownership, whether it's a business, real estate, or stocks, your wealth will always have a ceiling you can't break through. And what protects all these bad habits? Ego. Ego is the enemy of growth. Ego whispers, I already know enough. I don't need to learn anything new. But growth screams, I am a student for life. There is always more to learn. The richest, most successful people on the planet are the most voracious learners. Average people spend their energy defending their limitations. Successful people are busy expanding them. Listen, here's the cold, hard reality. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Not your boss, not the government, and definitely not luck. Your financial future is your responsibility, and yours alone. Financial freedom isn't a fantasy, it's a formula. It requires discipline when you'd rather be lazy. It requires delayed gratification when you want instant pleasure. It demands consistency when you feel unmotivated. It requires you to think like an owner, not a renter of your own life. So, how do you escape? You start by changing your actions today. Spend less on impressing others and more on improving yourself. Invest in skills that pay you back for a lifetime, not just for a season. Focus on building assets, not collecting liabilities. Learn to embrace discomfort every single day, because that's where growth happens. And start thinking in years and decades, not in paychecks. Most men will stay broke because they will never change the way they think. But you can. Change your mindset, and I promise you, your finances will follow. If you're ready to start thinking differently and take control of your future, subscribe for more.